Alright, welcome to another episode of Psoto Desperado Plays Ark Survival Ascended. I did manage to get yet another mutation. We're at 458, mutation 27. And this is going to be a quick video. I'm just going to watch maybe one video because whenever I try to play Star Wars and I switch between the screens, it just fails. I mean, it just totally fails, and I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with that. But that's what I found out. It just fails. So we're on mutation 27. Go in here. Okay, it's not letting me do anything. You guys gonna let me in? Okay. Alright, there should be a lot of eggs generated by this. And let's put this guy away. So now we're looking for mutation 28, melee only. We're at like 830 or something like that. From what I gather. See? Have to wait till those eggs to be generated. So in the meantime, see, this thing, it doesn't break, but when I do the other one, it does break. We're going to do Taylor the Fiend, about 30 minutes.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So this woman right here is now unemployed, okay? She had a job and she got fired. It sounds to me like her position was completely useless. The company was trying to cut costs, and now this woman is on the verge of becoming homeless. Now, she just signed a lease to a $5,000, that is right, $5,000 a month apartment. But of course, she is too entitled to leave. She does not want to leave. She does not want to actually live within her means. So what does she decide to do? She decides to jump on TikTok and try and essentially beg for money. Let's jump into it, guys. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments.
I just got fired from my tech job after signing a $5,000 per month lease on the water in New York City. You can see that the place is completely empty. I'm literally in the process of moving in, and the view is just incredible. I love this place. I don't want to move out. I want to stay here, and I'm going to figure out how to pay for it. So I'm going to do a 100-day content challenge where I post to TikTok every day, just sharing the steps I took to try to make rent in New York City.
Yeah, so absolute classic modern women behavior, okay? Trying to weasel your way into things that you should not be doing. You know, it kind of reminds me of how they try and get commitment from dudes that they absolutely have no business trying to get commitment from.
A month.
And then they end up completely failing and crying about it on the internet. So this woman's plan, now that her redundant job, you know, she got sacked from her job, again, probably because the company was trying to cut costs and get rid of useless people. I know a lot of companies have been doing this recently with the economic strain. They have just been essentially cutting all the people who are completely useless. So her job got nipped in the butt. And now her solution is to jump on TikTok and to make a series of videos about it. You can already guarantee that this woman is not going to take any practical steps like, I don't know, finding another job, you know, or moving somewhere where she is not paying $5,000 a month, doing some sort of a lease break or something like this. Her strategy is to employ something very stupid, which is to go out here and post daily on TikTok. Now, guys, I would not be surprised if some simp was out here giving her money, but this is completely stupid. Classic modern women logic: be somewhere you shouldn't be and refuse to leave. Let's keep going.
The other thing is I'm going to bring you guys along as I furnish the place. So the couch is getting delivered tomorrow, and you'll get to see the place transform. And now I have all the time in the world to do it, so I'm excited about that. Okay.
No, and I don't care. care. So you just lost your job, and your solution is to spend money you don't have on an apartment you can't afford and furnish it with things you don't have money with which to buy. And on top of this, your plan does not involve getting another job, which clearly means that your plan is that you hope that you can become a viral sensation on TikTok in order to pay for all of these things instead of, you know, maybe accepting the fact that an extravagant lifestyle really isn't in the cards for you. But
the amount of times I have seen modern women do this exact behavior, by the way, guys, of like, oh, I should be able to be here. You know, I feel like I'm entitled to have this place, or I feel like I'm entitled to have this relationship, and they're just not qualified for it. It is completely out of their means, but they refuse to acknowledge reality. Is absolutely insane to me, guys. I see this all of the damn time. In fact, I see it pretty much every day when I make videos for you guys, right? I see these clips of modern women just continuously making stupid decisions, and then despite the fact that they say that they don't need a man a lot of the time, what ends up happening is they rely on men. They rely on men to send them money. They rely on men to fix their problems. They rely on men to pay their rent. And oftentimes, these are the same women, by the way, who will come out here and say, I'm not looking for a man because I don't want to be his mother. Meanwhile, she expects the dude to come out and be her father, as per my previous video. It's completely insane, guys. These women are absolute nut jobs, okay? Now, not every woman is going to be as delusional as this, obviously, but certainly the more prevalent they are on TikTok, you can likely guarantee that the more insane they actually are. So let's keep going.
But I can't say that I'm surprised. Modern women want to work just as much as internet spice miners want to maintain their dignity. So, okay, lady, I'll give you a chance here. Maybe I'm being too hard on you. Maybe you actually do have some original content and some original ideas that you can throw up on TikTok to help you earn your daily bread. No. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, sister. Go ahead. Wow me.
Let's do a live coaching session.
Is this woman a dating coach? Please tell me she is not a dating coach. I'm so done, man. If this woman is a dating coach too, oh my goodness. Let's take a listen.
I want you to picture a dream of yours. A goal, something that you wanted to have for a long time.
Wait, she's a life coach? Is that what she is? She's a life... She is living in an apartment she cannot even afford, and she's a life coach. This has to be satire.
Wow.
This could be a relationship, a fit, healthy body, the dream job, the new apartment. And then I want you to close your eyes and picture a version of yourself 5 years from now who has that thing. They're in that perfect relationship that you've always wanted. They look their healthiest. They have that job.
Oh, so we're going with this, huh? Well,
yeah, okay. So we're a manifesting life coach. Guys, oh my goodness. You know, I just got back from the gym. I'm about to shower. I'm about to head to bed. And this woman's trying to sit here and say that she's a life coach doing live coaching sessions when she is living well out of her damn means. This is the blind leading the blind, guys. This is like someone who is homeless, right? Or just is in ridiculous amounts of debt. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to be your financial advisor. This is so similar to me, man. This is like a homeless person trying to give you financial advice. Yeah. Now, I understand that there are people who are out there who are homeless, who have arrived at very unfortunate circumstances. But at the end of the day, these are typically not people who you are going to rely on for financial advice. Now, this woman here has become a coach, an online coach, and she cannot afford her apartment. I'm just waiting for the day, guys, when somebody messages me and goes, "Hey, Taylor, this whole TikTok thing, it's a complete prank. All of the clips on there, they're completely fake. We're living in the year 2040. AI is so advanced, and we have just come from the future and sent you all of these clips, and none of them are real." I pray for that day, guys, but I think these clips are just completely legitimate, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. When I imagined myself in the future, I saw me sitting at a really nice steakhouse with a really cool-looking suit and dual shoulder holsters with some slightly new particle blasters, and right in front of me was this gorgeous A5 Wagyu ribeye steak. I mean, you really should see the thing. It's a perfect medium rare, and oh my God, it looks fantastic. And so I walked up to my table and I sat down right in front of me, and before I could even ask me my question, I looked at me and said, I already know the answer, me. It's pretty simple. I got a job, I'm gonna work, and if there's things that I want, I'm gonna earn the money in order to get them.
Yeah, see, there's the problem, Locke, right? Is you're trying to do the sensible thing. Now, what this woman is trying to get you to do is be delusional, my friend, right? So, this is the problem that we as men have, We try and apply logic to these situations, but obviously, guys, what we need to do is we need to manifest our situations, guys, right? You don't have a Lamborghini, guys? Not a problem. Just manifest it. You can't pay your rent? Not a problem. Just manifest it. Oh my goodness. The privilege of modern women, by the way, guys, is absolutely insane because, again, a lot of people will just throw money at people like this. I guarantee you, it would not surprise me if this woman made $5,000 from TikTok. If you told me that she roped people into paying $5,000 a month for this life coaching service, I would not be surprised whatsoever. You see, the problem we as dudes have, guys, is, again, we like to solve problems logically, but obviously we just need to learn the art of manifestation, apparently.
I then hung out with me as I wolfed down this absolutely gorgeous steak and had a few laughs at your expense, which, I'm not gonna lie, was probably the cheapest part of that bill that evening.
And then I want you to ask this version of you for advice. I want you to ask them, hey, how did you do it? Do you have any advice for me, given where I am today? And see what they tell you. Now open your eyes, and I want you to tell me one action step that you can take where you are today to get you to that future version of you. I hope that helps. I love you all.
There's no way that this woman's like, I hope that helps. Like, this is not real. This is not real, guys. One of you is pranking me. One of you is just completely AI fabricating these clips. I refuse to believe it, man. Holy hell. So let's continue. This woman has more clips. I'll pull up the next one momentarily. I'm assuming they're just going to get worse. Okay, so next clip. She says, the caption below her says, here's how to get a job even in this horrible tech market. That's what it says at the bottom. And at the top, it says how to get a job in tech. Yes, even in this horrible market. So now, guys, we are going to be receiving job advice from the person who just got fired from their job, assumedly in tech. Again, kind of like a homeless person giving you financial advice, but hey. Let's take a listen. Maybe she'd be qualified on giving us advice on how to get fired from the job. I don't know. Let's jump in.
To get a job even in this horrible tech market. So I recently shared over here that I lost my job, and I am in kind of a unique position where I'm not actually looking for another job. I've actually decided to go to Singapore and attend this island network school by this crypto billionaire.
I can't. So this woman's solution, she has a $5,000 a month rent apartment that she cannot afford, and her solution is to go see some guru in another continent. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm understanding the situation correctly, guys.
Wow.
It's so insane. I don't even know what to say. That is so insane. But of course, now she's doing this, right? But don't worry, guys. Now she is here to provide you, yes, you, with advice. Insane.
But if I did want to get a job in New York, I did have offers without really even trying. And I think the main reason that I've been able to do that is that I have, a lot of amazing prior work experience, but that's not something we control as much. What we control today is strategic use of social media.
What the hell? What is this woman rambling about? Of course you control your work experience. Guys. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. I can't handle it. What the hell is going on?
What?
I don't know about you gentlemen and gents, but when I hear anyone ever talk about a crypto workshop being held by some billionaire in Singapore, I immediately think Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, that's what I think as well. I just think scammer, some dude who's trying to sell you like a $5,000 course and so on. Like that's immediately what I thought as well. Is this woman's just this woman has gone from losing her job, being unable to pay for her apartment, and now she's being fleeced over in Singapore by some dude who claims to be a crypto guru.
Hey sister, it's your slush fund. Waste it however you want. But what I do find incredibly interesting is how you say that you do not have much control over your previous work history, but more control over your social media postings, which makes no sense. Now, yeah, I will agree. You shouldn't be bashing your employer on Facebook. I mean, but that goes without saying. But you have to admit, if you want a job, you kind of sort of have to have job experience and you have to have work history in order for that to happen. And in order for that to happen, you kind of sort of have to be controlling your life, sister. That's how it works.
So I'm a certified life coach and I offer coaching consults sometimes.
There it is. Life coach. What did I say, guys? This woman is there is no way. Guys, I need to make up some sort of title, right? Like, I've got like Taylor the Fiend as the YouTube channel. Should I just become a life coach, guys? I'll switch over. I'll put like a mustache on and go undercover over on TikTok. And I'll just become an undercover womanist, guys, and I'll sell women like $5,000 courses. I'll be a life coach and I'll coach them through their marriage. And the only thing that'll be different, right, is I'll just have like a mustache or something. I'll have like a big swirly mustache. How is it, man? What is a certified life coach, by the way? Where do people get these certifications? I don't know much about the life coaching business, as it were, or scam, as it were. But I don't know, where do these people get their qualifications from? I didn't even know this was a qualification. Like, do you have to attend university to become a life coach? This is not real, right? This is absolutely not real. Let's keep going. So she does consultations as a life coach, again, coming from a woman who refuses to leave her apartment even though it's overpriced for her, after just getting fired, mind you.
So I'm a certified life coach and I offer coaching consults sometimes, and I've just noticed with people again and again, the people are in this like victim mindset of like, oh, the job market is tough, or maybe I don't fit the ideal candidate profile, or I don't have like the resume that they like, etc. And what people are not doing, which I feel like they should be doing, is creating content that showcases your unique strengths and work experiences. So if you want to be a software engineer, learn to code, build a few things, ship them, and then like share the links, or like start a social media profile and actually start sharing on there some of the things that you build. If you want to be a designer, design some things and share them on social media. So really, I think social media is the new resume, and I feel like it's not leveraged highly enough.
That's stupid.
I mean, I think resumes are still resumes, and they function just fine as they are. You know what I think? I think a lot of the people who go out there and post on social media, especially women who are people who are as crazy as this woman, will oftentimes do more damage to themselves by posting on social media. Because what happens, right, is if you're the employer and then you look at this woman, you can tell that you can tell that she's crazy a lot faster. You see what I mean? So this might work for people who are sane and things like this. This could actually be.
The sad thing is, this is a very beautiful woman. I mean, I would love to marry that woman. Look how beautiful she is. She has great lips. Her nose is a little big, but that shit, I don't care. I mean, she's beautiful face altogether. She's beautiful. But when she looks at you, you could tell she's like a ditz, or she's off base somehow. And what she's saying to me is, unless she's got a lot of cash stored and she can survive in that apartment for several months before starting to look for another job, I mean, she'd have to have $20,000, $30,000 saved to stay in that fucking apartment for 5-6 months at the minimum. I unless she has that kind of money, she really shouldn't be dropping everything, going off to a fucking course. But anyway,
be good advice. But I think a lot of people like this woman, and her audience perhaps that are watching this are probably a little bit too crazy because, you're thinking about hiring Becky, for example. You go over to her TikTok page and there's just videos of her ranting about her ex-boyfriend because it's part of her life coach course, right? You're going to think to yourself, wow, Becky's crazy. I'm not going to hire Becky. And so many people do this to themselves, man. They create these social media, pages and things like this, but the employers just look at them and they're like, wow, she's crazy. I'm not going to hire her. This is probably fine for people who have skills in these sorts of things and who can demonstrate them. But again, if you have these things, a resume just works fine, I would assume, and some of these women be acting crazy on social media, and they're like, yeah, just make a social media. It'll help you get employed faster. I wouldn't be surprised if this is why she got sacked. I would assume her job just became redundant, but it also wouldn't surprise me if she got sacked from her job because she just posts so many delusional TikTok videos.
Let me know if you have any more questions on that. But generally, I feel like people are not using social media strategically enough to find a job.
What the hell are you talking about? Who are you talking to?
Lady, I really don't think it's a smart idea to be giving out professional work advice when you've lost your job and you're pretending to be a certified bona fide life failure coach. Especially when you contradicted yourself within the first couple of minutes. You said that work history is not something that you can control, but to actually use your resume on social media. You're telling people to learn to code, which is a middle finger that's been around since the 2010s, by the way. And then you're telling people, oh, use social media to show off your wares when people have been doing that already. You're not giving anybody any advice that they don't already know, which just proves that A, you don't know what you're talking about, and B, you have absolutely no idea what you're doing with your life. In other words, you are a perfect shining example of a life coach failure. But
yeah, see,
more like
again, but look, you've got to understand, man. She's a qualified life coach. Now, I don't know what qualified means in that context. I don't know where that qualification comes from. Perhaps she got the qualification from the crypto billionaire over in Singapore. Maybe that's where she got the life coaching degree. I don't know, guys. I haven't studied to become a life coach. I'm not insane. But hey, let's just cut her a little bit of slack here,
But I am genuinely curious in knowing, how is that 100 videos in 100 days thing going? Why don't you let us know?
It's been 20 days since I got fired from my tech job after signing a $5,000 lease in New York, and I know I missed a few days. Guys, content creation's really hard.
Wait, did this woman... Wait. So let me scroll this down so you guys can see. We're on day 20 now. What do you mean you skipped a few days? You skipped 1/5 of the entire thing. You're up to day 20 now. You skipped 19 days. 18, I suppose. What even is this? Man, I'm out here grinding. I'm producing daily videos, which are, by the way, 20 times longer than this woman's. I do oftentimes just straight up commentary. I've done some scripted videos recently, but the majority of my videos are straight up commentary, and they have been for the longest time. This woman struggles to make a 1 minute TikTok video for 2 days consecutively. That's insane, man. Again, it makes me wonder what these people's work ethic is actually like, right? Of course you got fired from your job. You can't even be consistent making a 1 minute TikTok video. These are the types of people, guys. They go to the gym, they have a New Year's resolution, and they quit, after 3 days because they're a bit tired. Yeah, of course you got fired.
I don't know how these girls on TikTok make it look like they have these perfect little homes and everything's always done and everything's perfect, because my apartment is a mess. My boxes are there. But
didn't this woman say she had nothing to do, by the way? She has nothing to do. She has no job, and somehow her apartment is a mess. Guys, I don't know about you, but if I had nothing to do all day and I was just at home, none of the rooms would be a mess. The lounge room wouldn't be a mess. The kitchen wouldn't be a mess. It would be absolutely spotless because I have nothing else to do, apparently. But guys, this, again, modern women in a nutshell, I swear to you, man. You provide for them, you take care of them. They have nothing to do, and yet the house is a complete mess.
I do have an apartment update, so without further ado, this is how it's looking now. I love it so much. This is just the living room, and the perfectionist in me doesn't want to show it because it's still not done. Like, I want to put more plants in the corner. I want to put like a centerpiece vase with dried flowers. But I would say, and then I want to put a painting behind where the big plant is. But I would say it's in a good enough place that I was like, okay, I feel like I should show it to you guys because a lot of people have been asking about it.
Liar! 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 Content creation is hard, huh? Lady, you just stood in front of a green screen and then talked about all of the things you wanted to buy for your stupid apartment that nobody cares about.
Man, saying that your content is hard, by the way, like, you don't understand, guys. Locke, the bounty hunter, puts so much more effort into his videos every single day than this woman has ever put into a single video. Locke was probably recording his video doing this, and he's probably just face-palmed the entire time. He's like, this woman's telling me that content creation is hard. Man, I just put so much effort into my damn video, and this woman can't even make like a 2-second TikTok video without losing her marbles. What a spit in the face that must be, man.
You're acting like your life is just something that people are waiting with bated breath to hear about, when in reality you have nothing to say at all. And if you actually spent a fraction of the amount of time trying to stop yourself from being unemployed and actually went out and, got a job of some sort, you wouldn't be having all of this trouble. We can already tell that you are already freaking out that you don't have enough money to afford this place, and yet you refuse to move out, and you actually refuse to do anything that could save some money.
Well, Locke, you've got to understand, right, is she's too busy to get a job because she's too busy recording TikTok videos, of which she's missed 18 or 19 days in a row. You see what I'm saying? Like, you've got to understand, man, she's out here. You might think that she's using her time ineffectively, but what she's really doing is she's a TikTok mastermind, my friend. She's just, she's a few days behind right now, but I'm sure she will pick the ball back up, and she'll. I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
So, yeah, there's no pity here, sister. You've already screwed up enough, and you've already stopped fulfilling your promises of your stupid content creation. So, what else you got?
I love it so much. I love just, like, sitting on the couch. This is all I do these days because I'm unemployed. And just, like, looking over it at New York and just, like, planning my life and, I don't know, being creative. And, yeah, this is amazing. So, it's an apartment update. Otherwise, I've been really active on Twitter. I feel like that's the platform that's like taken to me most like organically. I feel like my content does really well there.
I don't know about you guys, okay? But if I was jobless and couldn't afford my rent, right? If I'm trying to actually survive and live, the last thing that I would be doing is posting on Twitter. Now, guys, I have like a Twitter, but I never use it. I don't post over there. I don't even use the platform, man, right? I don't know, maybe I will one day, but I just don't see any need for it currently. I really don't. But these women, they just see a need for it, apparently. Her content does really well over there. Like, is this woman actually just an OF creator or something, or does she do life coaching over there as well? Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy work. Because I don't know about you guys, but again, if I couldn't afford rent, I think I would probably be looking for jobs, especially if I was jobless. I don't think that I would be making TikTok videos, and I don't think that I would be posting over on Twitter because my content does well organically. Like, in order to make a living from Twitter, I assume you have to get like millions of views,
Because it's like more text-based, and TikTok, I do love TikTok, but I also find it kind of difficult because I don't like to film myself without makeup. I used to do these like get ready with me videos and stuff, but I don't know, I guess I'm like not super comfortable doing that anymore. And I don't like to do my makeup every day because it's not good for my skin. So I'm just giving you guys like the honest behind the scenes of like what it actually takes to film content every day, and I have so much respect for the content creators on this app who do an amazing job.
Wait, so apparently, guys, the new standard, it's okay. This woman, in order to earn her respect, what you have to do is you have to put on makeup and record TikTok videos. Right? That is where this woman's level of respect is apparently set. It's too hard for her to do, though, because it's not good for her skin. Which, by the way, is something that I've been thinking about a lot on the channel, guys, is like oftentimes it's like a really great segue because, as you guys know, this channel is sponsored by Teach Hanley, right? And so many of these women actually just have terrible skin. And a lot of that is also because they just put so much makeup on every day to record their TikTok videos. Again, sometimes these women will record videos, and I have no idea what age they are. They could be 30, they could be 21, they could be 40. I have no idea sometimes because they layer so much makeup on their face, right? Which, hey, go out there and do whatever the hell you want to do. I don't care, right? I'm not here to coach you on how to be a life coach. But then what they do is they also put filters over the top of their makeup. So they have a lot of makeup on, which is bad for their skin. I'm assuming it's just toxic chemicals and nonsense, right? And then on top of that, they put a filter on it. And then they have the audacity to talk about things like authenticity to me. You know, men need to be authentic, guys. They need to display these sorts of behaviors, and they need to be honest, right? They need to be clear about their income, for example. But you have no idea what these people even look like half the time, guys. Like, you really don't. Like, you just have no idea. They get on the internet and they completely misrepresent themselves and their values, to be honest. That's why I don't get on here, guys, and I don't preach. I don't say, oh, you have to be honest and you have to be this way and you have to be that. People are going to be the way they want to be. I think it's better to be honest in all of this sort of thing. But it's just crazy to me how women will jump on the internet, completely misrepresent themselves, and then like say how it's like a great job and everyone should be authentic. Like, what the hell is this?
Nobody cares, Sean. Nobody cares.
So you effectively spend all day in your overpriced apartment on your phone arguing with people, leaving comments on Twitter, huh? Yeah, that truly does sound like a life worth living, sweetheart. You have not done a single thing to try to improve your situation in life. Just look at you. You have nothing to talk about. You talked about the things you wanted to buy for your apartment and freaking makeup tutorials. You're not exactly creating groundbreaking content there, sweetheart. So if you ask me, you should actually just be going out there and groveling for people for a job, because at this point, all you're doing on TikTok is selling your dignity. And lady, let me tell you something. That resource is gonna run short sooner than you think.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's just out of dignity personally. I do think it's very funny, however, how this woman has become a divorce coach. Not a divorce coach, excuse me. I'm getting delusional after listening to too many of these videos. A life coach, excuse me. This kind of reminds me, ironically enough, about the women who go out here, completely destroy their marriages, destroy their families, and then they become divorce coaches as well. It kind of has a similar sort of feel to it. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. I'm going to shower. I'm going to cleanse myself of this video, and then I'm going to go to bed. It has been a long day, and this video made it feel 20 times longer. So thank you, Locke, for the content today. As always, guys, make sure you take care of yourselves. Don't forget to check out Locke the Bounty Hunter. I'm going to leave him linked in the pinned comment. Take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.
It's okay, Angel. Little Angel. My poor babies. Yeah, Taylor always comes up with some good shit. All right. Well, that was crazy. Very beautiful woman, but crazy. And I just don't have any tolerance for that shit. I want to check something. Yeah, so I'm looking for something over 837, so probably like 840 something. Yeah, 28 mutations. All right. So yeah, didn't get anything. Oh, 216. Too bad I'm not doing those anymore. Well, I got plenty of these guys, but I'm just going to leave them there and let them accumulate experience, because they're going up in level as time progresses. So that's fine. All right, so we didn't get any mutations, and that's that. Just waiting for this stuff to burn up. I'm probably going to stop the video here and just make this a short one. I think anything's gone up and level here. I think we're already doubled up. Yeah. Anyway. Well, it's been a pleasure. Nice to know the world is still full of crazy, beautiful women. But, you know, when people delude themselves, when they really lie to themselves, they're only hurting themselves. And I've lied to myself just like everybody else. But in the end, I always accept certain facts. And the fact is, I did my best to get a professional job, a technical job. And it wasn't good enough for these fucking people. Because these people just want to hear what they want to hear. And it's all a social test. It has nothing to do with your knowledge. You know, if you have superior knowledge and experience and you can prove it, then you're worth something to somebody. But that doesn't mean that job will last. They'll hire you for a high wage, keep you for a few months, and then all of a sudden, oh, we got to cut costs again. And then they dump you. That's why I stuck to the company for as long as I have, because it's a consistent check. I've been working for this company going on 7 years. And in the old days, you would work with a company for 10 years or more. But, you know, these guys, you know, I know them, they know me. It's not like a regular company where they just treat you like a piece of meat. I mean, they treat you like a person. They give you little bonuses and things whenever they can. Because they don't have access to all the money in the world, you know. They don't. They're not super rich. It's a contractor, and most of the real money is going to go to people that have contracts. People that run the contracts. You know, investors are the ones that get the benefits and the profits of a company. You know, maybe I should have invested, but it's too late for all that shit now. But anyway, you know, I'm just thankful that, you know, my diabetic neuropathy has taken all my extra money. Not just my cats, but I've had to buy medications, blood tests, all kinds of little things I'm trying. I'm trying different things on my neuropathy to try to make the sensitivity and the burning sensation go down. Because you get tired of burning all day, you know. So I'm trying like just regular Vaseline, and so far it's been okay. Just to keep my skin from behaving in these oversensitized, you know. Because basically when you get neuropathy, if you guys don't know, what happens is you get burning sensations that are internal, which are the nerves being attacked and damaged and dying. And then after a while, you'll keep getting burning sensations. Depending, it could be your hands or your feet in the beginning. It's usually the feet for me. And then eventually, over years, they become numb, inflamed, and they're just, you know, hard to get any kind of blood circulating through there because of the numbness and the inflammation. But once you realize that's how it works, when the neuropathy spread to the left side of my body one night, I basically had really high blood sugar. I don't remember if it was regulated, but I know I ate too much crap. I ate a pizza. And the sad thing is it's cost me a lot of money just to maintain something. And I'm trying to do it in such a way that I don't have to take pain relievers. Because you do not want to be addicted to pain relievers for anything. It's not healthy. That's almost like being one of those sports celebrities. You know, they get injured and they're on freaking painkillers the rest of their lives. You know, it's just sad. So I'm going to close out my Forex trading account because I just don't have any money to put in there. And I wasn't making any money out of $150 I put in there. I went down to $130, so I lost some and I made some. But if you just don't know how to make it, you really shouldn't be in it. But it cost me $30 to learn the hard way that, I just don't have what it takes. You also, depending on how you play the market and how you react to those numbers, you really don't want to just put a 150 in there. 150 is not even good enough to do more than one trade at a time. And you're making like $2, $5, I think $8 off that. And that's good if I had $20,000 to put in there. $10,000 would definitely do it. I could probably do it with 5. Then I would probably make like 50. You see what I'm saying? $50 a pop. And if I lose, I'd probably lose $50 to $80 a pop. But at least I'd have some results. That $150, I thought I could grow it and just keep trading. And it doesn't, the market doesn't stay where it needs to stay long enough for that to do anything. So unfortunately, that's that. But anyway, I've been having lung issues because the neuropathy, I think, has pretty much damaged my left lung. And I run out of breath really quick because I don't think I'm absorbing enough oxygen. Excuse me. It's hurts to cough, like right there. It hurts a little bit to cough, like I was with the flu, but I'm not with the flu. So I've had medical issues. And I'm managing my blood sugar. I did get my blood sugar under control. Really good. I was really high, and now it's like I've gone down to as low as 80 because you're supposed to have 80 to 140 in my case. And you know what? Like earlier, before I ate some steak because I'm mostly on a meat diet. I ate a little thin steak, and I was at 114. Earlier in the week, I went down to as low as 80, which is good. Really, really good. Because that's the minimum. Now, you don't have a lot of strength or energy, but I also don't have a lot of oxygen, I think, going through my lungs. And since I talk for a living, I usually don't say much because I want to keep at peace, keep relaxing, I want to conserve my energy for when somebody calls in, Unfortunately, life is just not what I thought it was. And I used to feel real bad about everything. But I honestly don't anymore. I don't see the point in feeling bad over stuff that doesn't really matter that much. I think I'm going to go check out a couple of caves since I'm here. Oh, let me take some food with me. So I'm going to go on mute and go check out some stuff while that stuff's burning. And by the time I come back, it'll be done. And I'll just keep talking with y'all for a while. I don't feel too bad. Let's go check out this cave and the other cave. To see how it looks. Anyway, I'm just thankful I'm alive. You know what I mean? I could be in a much worse state. Funny thing happened today. Since I haven't made a video in a while, talk to you guys. I went outside to feed the local animals. I put food out there for the raccoons because there's like a few raccoons that eat cat food. So I try to give them the cheapest cat food I could get. Ooh, don't want to get too close to the water. And I just put it out there. And when I went out there was a bunch of food on the floor. Somebody dropped off like 8 bags of groceries. I'd say about 6 to 8 bags of groceries. And there was no labels, no references. But the thing is, there's this lady there, a new neighbor. I forgot her name. And she said, is this your groceries? And I go, no, I didn't order anything. So it was a bunch of Walmart groceries somebody just dropped off there on the ground. Brand new food. Beef fajita, chicken fajita, some cheese, sour cream, paper plates, a lot of paper plates, stuff, to cook, to have like a little party or something. And the thing is that there's nobody in the apartment it was outside of. Nobody's living in the apartment that they left it at. So the lady next door and I, we divvied it up into two. And I took the paper plates because I used them. And I used the paper plates, and we got each other. We separated the meat and all that because it's such a cool day. The meat should still be good. It's beef and chicken fajitas. I was surprised there were no chips, but it had sour cream. It had the veggies, some veggies that you would have. Like these little things of veggies. Oops. And so, anyway, we divvied it up, and I was like, at the end, after we were separated, there was some zero sugar. So I took the zero sugar sodas because I'm diabetic, but I can have them. It's not. I don't think soda's good for you at all. I've been just drinking water, but I'll drink them just to get them done. And she took the regular Coke. I can't touch that stuff. But, it's pretty good, And then at the end, I told her, I said, yep, the Lord has provided. Because we didn't know who those belonged to, but those were there since the afternoon, according to the lady. And I was like, well, I'm glad that you noticed it. I went out there to feed the animals, and I saw it, and I was like, there's nobody in that apartment. It's empty. You know what I mean? There's literally nobody there. So I don't know why somebody would leave groceries there, but they probably made a mistake and just dropped it off at the wrong apartment. I asked the other neighbor, because we have another neighbor, if those were something he ordered, and he said nope. They even had Pampers, for like a little baby. Pampers for babies. And I'm like, shit, that sucks. It's unfortunate that somebody may have needed that stuff, but there's nobody here. Nobody lives in that apartment. So if you leave the food out there, it gets spoiled. It's wasted. I mean, good fajita. 2 big bags of fajita for me and 2 for her. Shit. Even the Walmart fajita is better than no fajita, because I'll eat that. So anyway, we did that, and just thankful the Lord provided that food. Amen. I'll take it. I will take that shit. Amen. I gave her the tortillas because I try not to eat any carbs or tortillas anymore. I don't like bread or any of that stuff. Potatoes, I try not to eat any kind of soup or stew with potatoes in it. And that's why I didn't get down. Alrighty. Yeah, it's nice to... it's nice to get a gift. It's almost like a little Christmas gift from the Lord, You know, she took the Pampers. I don't know anybody with kids, so she knows somebody that might have some babies to for the Pampers. These diapers are expensive. It's unfortunate that, you know, maybe somebody was expecting that, but what happens when screw-ups happen, you know? I go, I didn't order anything. You know, I don't order that much food, and, you know, I usually will stretch it out. I immediately threw everything in the fridge so that I could try to preserve some of it. Hopefully the meat's not bad. I'm going to have to test it out and make sure it doesn't smell bad, but it's sealed. You know, it's a plastic thing of fajita, and it's kind of cool outside. So it should have kept, theoretically. We'll find out pretty soon. But I had felt like some chicken fajita, actually. I'm a big chicken fan. This weekend I was going to go get a couple of rotisserie chickens. Thankfully they're only $5 or so. All right. Don't need that. It's the saddle. Okay, I'll leave it there. All right. So I'm going to go do the lava cave, because I just do these because there's a small chance you get a Carno saddle. I want a Carno saddle that's at least 300. At least 300. Without that, I don't think I could do alpha bosses. But I've been playing Star Wars The Old Republic, but I can't really record too well. I mean, sometimes it'll let me record if I don't play anything in the background. Like, if I don't play any videos in the background, it'll usually let me record. You know. But it's flaky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I think so far Star Wars has gone through like 3 or 4 updates within the last 2 weeks. And I think that has something to do with it, because when I was recording before, it was just fine. I didn't have any problems with anything. Oh, what's going on with that? Who is that? Oh, that's a wild one. That thing's going to get shot. You know, it's funny. I've got this little thing built, and I don't have birds. I don't even have high level. I don't have wyvern. I never got wyvern. I'm still doing good with the Carnos and everything. Let's see. Yeah, I only go to these caves so that I can get. I try to get a Carno saddle. I want at least a level 300 Carno saddle, at least. Right now, I think I have a 161 or something like that, which is okay, but it's not really what I want. I need something better. If I get a 300, I can boost it to maybe 350, which is something. I get a 400, I consider myself blessed by God. I mean, seriously. Talk about a miracle. Because it's just such a small chance, you know what I mean? Oh, boy. Taylor the Fiend. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that food to burn. Oh, man. Yeah, I've been praying a little bit more. I've been managing the diabetic neuropathy. I've been taking my pills. My sugar is very well regulated now. The problem is I have to study the spikes. It's all based on the spikes that you get in sugar, your blood sugar. If the spike is too high and your body can't handle it, you usually will feel pain or burning sensations, things like that. And sometimes I get a little bit of that, but since I stopped eating the carbs and eat more meat and fiber-based veggies, I've been doing a lot better. I mean, a whole lot better. If the neuropathy hadn't damaged me significantly that night, I'd probably be much better off right now. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. Let's go. Nothing there. Just moving as fast as I can. Try to get all this shit done. Oh, here we go. Okay, there's a yellow one. Yeah, I don't waste any of the antidote unless I know that I'm going to get hit. $232 honk. See if we get lucky. No, not really. That's weird seeing that primitive crap in there. See, you don't normally get like that in there, or stone. I don't know. Very strange. Damn. Here's one right here. I just checked to see if anything's following me because I don't want to have a problem and get booted off. Let's see if there's an additional one over here. There isn't. So we'll go out. And that's as good as it's going to get. Quick and easy. Very little sacrifice. I'll check over here. Nothing. And go out this way. And that's where I went down there the first time. And that's it. We're out. There were guys coming down here with baryonics trying to do it manually on the ground, and I'm like, you serious? If you can do cave flying, what are you doing? You know what I mean? That's what I would do on my personal servers. I would set cave flying to on, so you can do that and just get the hell out of there. It's a bitch, because then when you fall into lava, you lose all your equipment, you lose the artifact you got, you lose everything. One fuck up and you're dead. Not worth it. But anyway, according to what I got here, I got a pre-made saddles. Probably going to destroy most of it. One blueprint that I don't really use. So I didn't get much. But, you know, I'm waiting for the day where I'll get a blueprint and it's better than the one I have. I got, I think, 3 Carno blueprints, but the best one is 161, basically. So, anyway, it'd be nice if I could get something nice like that. Oh, boy. Yeah. I'm just thankful I'm alive, man. After Bear County Jail draining all my money, a bunch of thieves. They're all legitimate thieves. They're there for money. They're not there to do anything but screw you out of your money. That is it. That whole system is so corrupt. It's Jesus, sad. I thought America was about justice and all this stuff, and it's not. It's about money. Yeah. When I need that money, it'll be there because of my faith. It's not going to be there because of my abilities. You know, I live by faith. I don't live by my abilities. That's what people forget sometimes. Even me, who I've fallen and I've made mistakes and I've angered God against me on occasion, and I've went the wrong direction. I just made stupid mistakes, thinking I was exploring, thinking I was smarter, and I was wrong. It's very simple. You know, you make mistakes, and you got to live with the consequences. Like when I eat that pizza, I have to live with this pain for probably maybe another year and a half. Could be a year or less if I get real lucky. I already feel some numbness on the left breast where a lot of the agitation originally occurred. So some numbness is already setting in, which is good, because if it's numb, you can't feel the burning sensation, which is what's annoying. Oh, wow, look, there's a thing right there. I'll go get that. Yellow's not too bad. Get some stamina. So anyway, yeah, I'm just thankful I'm alive. And that's my forever conclusion, simply because everything else is just a form of weakness as far as... What the heck was that? Was that a Carno? I swear, I thought I saw a Carno drop in the water. I don't know. I must be seeing things. I've been working with Carnos too long. But anyway, I'm glad I got that 27 mutation. 27 times 2, that's what, 34 levels so far. That's 34 levels, I think. Yeah. Is it 34? 4. No, that's 50 some levels. Oh, wow. More than I thought. Alright. What did I get? A bunch of crap, right? Oh, I got stone parts. I got a metal part. That thing. A little bit of gas. It's okay. Oh, boy. Yeah, every time I go and I hit these 2 caves, there's a small chance I'll get a superior Carno saddle just by random. And that's why I do it routinely usually. But I've been blowing it off simply because I've been just doing the breeding and then logging off and then playing Star Wars. finally got my character to level 80 in Star Wars just to find out that they made it a real bitch to get level 80 modifications. So I'm kind of scavenging and doing the best I can with what I got. All right. Let that cook that a little bit. Oh, it's a metal gateway. I thought it was regular gateway. So metal parts, I've been putting them in here in case I get any. I wanted to build up a boat again, but I don't really need it. I already have a boat over there serving as a trap. And put that there. There we go. All right. Let's see. How much do we have left? I think I just put some raw meat in there. I got a little bit here. Okay. Let that cook. All right. So far, so good, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, yeah, it's just, I'm just thankful. You know, this economy has really humbled everybody. I don't spend a lot, but when I do go out to eat, and I'm thankful that I can afford to go out to eat now and again, like once in maybe every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, more if I have to. Like I can eat out if I have to because I can't get home and to cook, or I'm really not up to cooking and I want to take a break from cooking all the time, which I do. I could do that, but you gotta watch what you spend and all that, and watch what you eat out there. So most of it's garbage food. Most of the food out there is garbage because it has so much artificial shit in it. It's not even real food, and it's a lot of carbs, which are cheap food. Like they'll fill you up with rice, potatoes, sometimes veggies, which are not too bad. They'll fill you up with breads, any kind of bread. Pizza is just a large piece of bread with lots of cheese on it. Sometimes the cheese is too much and it's not really that good for you. It just depends on how you decide to eat. Today I had a pizza, but I had a cauliflower pizza, and I bought two. The one I had at the bottom got contaminated with that brown that gray fuzz. It's like a moss or something was growing on there, so I had to throw that one out. It got contaminated. But the other one, I froze it. I froze one, and then I put one on the bottom thinking I was going to eat it, and I never did. So it rotted. But I ate half of the one that was frozen, and it was pretty good. And I put cheese and everything on it. But it's cauliflower pizza. So it's an 800-calorie pizza, about 12-inch, right? About a foot across. But I cut it in half, and I just have half of it. And I only eat those See, that's why I never ate it, because I wasn't eating it for lunch. I have to have it for lunch. I really shouldn't have it later on in the day. It's dangerous to have that later on in the day, because I take my medications in the morning, and my medication will last quite a while into the afternoon. So if I have that during lunch, I'm good. Half of that pizza is like 480 calories, I think, something like that, which is fine. I can handle that. And it's cauliflower, so it's not like a regular pizza that would just burn me up. This thing, I can handle it, you know. But, you know, I don't like to do that too often, so maybe not buying those too often. Maybe freeze one and just keep it in there until I'm ready. Oh, we're done. All right. So now we just have to put this away. Okay, so that should be empty now. Alright, pretty much empty. Alright, we're good to go. Sounds like there's something out there flying around. I'm gonna hit the sack. And that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. A little conversation. And take care.